world on an almost daily basis. Our next guests have more than 6 million Facebook subscribers, 5 million Instagram followers, and 20 million YouTube subscribers. With fanatic followers and a huge reach, can they continue to maintain this level of stardom? Please welcome to the stage, in conversation with Upton Shahid of CNBC, Ms. Ye and Jenna Marbles.
All right, welcome everyone. Welcome Jenna and Ms. Yeah. How are you guys?
Hi. Good.
How are you liking Hong Kong?
It's great.
First time for you?
Yeah, it's stunning, it's beautiful, and it's very hot. I'm not used to that.
And it's my second time. First time I remember I visited the Hong Kong Facebook office. It's really great. And I think these people are very nice, great, and the Rise Conference is my first time attend this. And I met many great, brilliant people like you, and I'm so excited. Yeah.
What's it like? Let's take a step back. What's it like to be a YouTube influencer? What's like? How does it feel?
You go ahead, answer. I don't know.
I think nowadays the influencer is more like an expert in content area. We can do the influencer marketing as well. Yeah, I think it's a highly cost-effective way for promoting products or brands as well, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a bizarre sort of middle ground between a traditional celebrity and, you know, just a person that you know. It's a very weird area because everyone knows your life and yet maybe you don't know, I don't know you, you know, but everyone can see into my life or Miss Ye's life. It's a bizarre feeling, but it's just really cool. Yeah.
How do you engage with fans? You both, you know, Jenny, billions and billions of videos, it's with a B. Obviously there's going to be a lot of engagement online that comes with that. A lot of good comments, some bad I imagine. How do you engage with them? Like how much energy do you put toward that?
Well, it's funny because that's changed over time. So in the past maybe it was just YouTube or Facebook, and now it's Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. We've recently started live streaming on Twitch within the last couple of years, so now we're like interacting with our audiences live, which is really fun and different. And I think it changes over time, but it's always the same thing, is you know me and we talk to each other on a different platform maybe in the future, so.
Yeah, I think Jenna is very care about the feedback.
Yeah.
But I think now, at this moment, I think ECS channel should be some different because I barely speak in my videos and it's a silent movie and they can't reach my real personality. So I really want to do more vlog or a Q&A like you. So I should learn a lot from Jenna.
It's scary though, it's very vulnerable to put yourself out there, so I mean, it's scary.
Yeah, I think you already have a very strong, clearly personality and your unique content, and I think it's really great. I saw all of your videos. It's amazing, I think. Maybe we'll collaborate.
Yeah.
Further.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel pressure? I mean, do you ever feel like, you know, what if my next 5 videos just don't hit the, you know, however many million mark? What happens?
I remember I uploaded my first video as last year, and I do the content. I'm becoming a content creator about 1 year, and I think I should expand my brand, my content, and add more area in my content. Also, I'm a food content creator. I think I can do makeup as well. I remember I used to did a video. I used all kinds of food to make up. Yeah, it's funny, and maybe I can go outside office to travel. Yeah, I think I can add more areas in my videos.
Yeah. I mean, obviously in the back of your mind you're concerned about your numbers, but the most important type of content to make is whatever feels true and authentic to you. So Miss Yeah may have been doing cooking videos for a long time, but then after so many years you're like, I'd like to do something else. So we really do hope that our audiences invest in us as people, and that if I choose to make a dog bed out of soap or turn myself into a chair, that my audience would still enjoy it because it is making me happy at this point in my life.
Oh, by the way, I love your dog so much.
Thank you. But you know what I mean? So it's more about you want to do stuff that fulfills you as well as your audience, and the numbers, to me personally, are completely secondary. You can't chase numbers.
You've also grown a lot, Jenna, right? As someone who started by putting videos on YouTube, then you branched out into Sirius, Radio XM. You've branched out into, as you mentioned, Twitch, doing a lot of different sort of verticals, right? Some of them being business as well, bringing in some partnerships, things like that. Is that nice to sort of refresh your job?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know a lot of people that just do YouTube and they upload every day, and they get burnt out from making the same type of content or doing the same thing because it's not personally fulfilling to be on a treadmill like a hamster wheel for your whole life. So doing different things has given me an opportunity to just express different parts of myself. And I have a podcast with my boyfriend where we just sit and talk about almost nothing, but that's fulfilling, So I think it's really important for people that want to be creators on the internet is to explore other parts of what they can share and how they share them.
Miss Yeah, talk to us about influencer marketing. How have you explored that area? Where would you draw the line with working with a company or an advertiser?
Yeah, because I'm from Sichuan province, China, and I know the Chinese marketing. And before, almost people simply buy the things, products because of the price, the function, and then they gradually know the products from influencer through communications. And nowadays, I think the time is changing to the content e-commerce, and they will buy because of your interesting content. And take my own example. I used to collaborate with the Huawei cell phone. It's a Chinese cell phone, Huawei cell phone, to cook in my video, and I use it as a cutting board, and also I use it to smash the garlic, and I even wash it to show its waterproofing function. Even it's a little bit, although it's a little bit weird, I think I can show another side of this cell phone function as well, and they maybe will buy the products because of my interesting content. So I think it's a mega trend of influencer. The influencer marketing is a mega trend.
Are there some companies that you would say no to?
I would choose to pick the right, maybe fit for me. Yes.
And Jenna, how about you? I mean, you must get reached out to constantly. When do you actually say yes? When do you say no?
I mean, I have a little bit of a different experience on my main channel. I don't do any branded content. I think I started on YouTube a little before it was even, required for you to disclose that it was an ad. So I come from a place on the internet where that felt very I don't want to do that. I've just continued that. I guess I do turn down branded content because I don't want to feel like I'm just trying to get people to buy things. But I do it on my podcast, and yeah, I mean, it happens. My Twitch stream as well. And I feel like if I'm selling something, I'd like it to be in a format that people are familiar with. Like in a podcast, if it's an hour long and you hear someone read a sponsor in the middle of it, you're like, that's fine, I'm getting an hour of content, So those are the times that I do say yes to branded content. Again, if it aligns with me personally.
YouTube is obviously a big primary driver for you both. What about Facebook? I know you have several million followers. some of the videos go, sometimes you post on there, but you're not quite that active.
Me personally, I mean, I have never uploaded to Facebook, I don't think, in many years. All of my content lives on YouTube. I will post like the link to Facebook, but I'm pretty much YouTube centric.
And why is that? Do you think Facebook has, has
I mean,
potential?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say. No, I mean, well, a couple years ago, I did sign like an exclusive contract with YouTube. Just saying like, please don't upload all of your videos to Vimeo and just leave us, But I think that's since expired, and I feel like I get more of a community on YouTube than I would on Facebook or an Instagram or Twitter. There's more interaction for me. It's much more personal. Yeah.
Great. Miss Ye, how about you?
I uploaded Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all
You're everywhere.
yeah, I'm everywhere. Also in Chinese platform, and I remember I was invited to VidCon. The Facebook invited me to attend the meeting named VidCon, and met many creative people all over the world. And they often launch the event, let me attend, and I feel it like a big family for me, because I'm only they only invited two Asian people to VidCon. One is me, and the other one is Subing. She's a Korean creator, so they treat me well. Yeah.
All right, we have a poll that we're asking, can influencer marketing go too far? So if you open up the Rise app, you can say, yes, it can feel inauthentic, or no, not if you're a loyal fan. So go in the Rise app, give us your vote. Also, we're taking questions from the audience, so if you want to submit your questions, we'll see if we can get them up here.
Good answer.
So Jenna, what is your future plan? I remember a couple years ago you did a video saying people always ask you what's your 5-year plan, what are your goals, this and that, and you said you don't really know, you just wanted to live each day, to be happy, and it is such a changing landscape, it sort of makes sense to have a hard time answering that question.
Yeah.
But how do you answer that today?
Well, shocking. My answer is still the same. I don't know. But I think that that has such a negative connotation in this space where everyone's such a professional know-it-all about social media. Like, I don't know. And I think that there's power in that, and that gives you the freedom and flexibility to embrace maybe the next platform or the next thing that you want to do or create. And yeah, I still don't know, and I think that that's okay.
Yes, yeah?
Because I'm a new content creator, and now I'm thinking about I'm the only girl, Chinese girl who brings the Chinese food out of China. I'm a little proud of being there, and maybe I really want to bring more Chinese food. Let me know the Chinese pancake, the Sichuan hot pot is very delicious. Have been to Chengdu? Oh, it's hometown to pandas, and it's my hometown. Welcome to my office.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Will you cook for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your favorite dishes?
I don't know, do you have rice?
Rice? Oh, we don't have rice. We just have the spicy food. The Sichuan hot pot, the chuan xiang, ma la tang, bo bo ji. So many spicy food. Oh, really delicious. Oh, by the way, yeah. Oh, I forgot what I'm saying. Oh, what I'm saying just now? Can you remind me?
Future plans.
Oh yes, future plan. Yeah. Oh, I'm a foodie. Yeah. And I think almost everyone in the world loves food. So welcome to Chengdu. Welcome to my hometown. I will give you a tour to my office. Maybe you can join in my video. We cook together. And in the future, I want to bring more Sichuan Chinese food to let you guys know. And also bring the Western food back to Chinese market. That's my wishes. I sincerely hope I can do that. It's my sincerely wishes.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you.
We have some questions from the audience. Someone in the audience is asking, do you also have a regular job? Jenna, we know you used to have a regular job.
Yeah.
You have a master's degree as well.
Yeah.
What was that like when you told your parents, you're just going full time to be a YouTuber?
Yeah, well, at the time, there were many people, myself included, that didn't have Google AdSense, and they didn't know what it was, and they didn't know that you could make money on a social media platform. And once I figured that out, breaking that news to my parents obviously was a little bizarre. And I mean, I was lucky enough to have their full support, like, go do whatever you want to do, just don't embarrass us, don't do anything too bad.
And is that when you changed your last name?
Yes. My last name is Mori, but I changed it to Marbles so that my mom could sort of be a little separated from me. I wasn't embarrassing her too much. But I wasn't making any money when I started, so it all came from a place of just wanting to share. But it is a little weird, when your kid's like, guess what, Mom and Dad, I'm gonna make YouTube videos. And they're like, as long as you can pay your rent, go for it. So.
Lucia, how about you? When you told your parents that you're just gonna work on videos.
Oh, they're shocked. I remember the first episode which I cooked the Sichuan hot pot with the water dispenser. And I don't tell my parents I'm doing the cooking video in my office, and they shocked, and they asked me, your boss, where are your boss? And they allow you to do this? And I tell them it's my real job, and I enjoy on that. And the food area is what I'm passionate about it, so I enjoy creating new ideas, and me and my team will brainstorm every day to create new ideas. Although the process is so difficult, but I think it's worth to do it. Yes.
There's a lot of new people trying to get into the game, let's say. More and more people trying to be YouTube influencers, Musically, Twitter, you name it. What are you seeing, Jenna, that's sort of good about the new crop of people, and the sort of negatives?
For me, I had a life before YouTube, or a life before sharing, everything online. And that has benefited me personally a lot, because I had an identity, a sense of self, all of that, an idea about what life is about before, anyone was paying attention to what I was doing, which I think is very valuable and helps you just keep in perspective what you're doing. It does make me a little bit upset when you see young kids and they are so wrapped up in the idea that getting likes and comments and attention and followers is what's giving them self-worth. And that does break my heart a little bit. But I think, if there are caring adults around them, I think it's a really wonderful thing, because it reduces that barrier to entry to zero. If you're good at singing, you can just post yourself singing and then people can find you. That part I find really wonderful. And, if you're 13, we've all been there. It's terrible, it's awkward, it's horrible. It's really nice to see other teenagers expressing what that feels like and what they feel like, and that you're not alone in your emotions and your experiences. So all of that's really wonderful. It's just I don't want kids to it's not what life's about, That's what worries me. But.
So I can take my own example. So many people come to ask me, you say, why you're so popular overseas just in 1 year? And I think there are 3 reasons. First of all, I'm a foodie, and I think I just told that I'm passionate about it. So you should decide it. You really love, passionate the area you do. And secondly, I think the core of my video is the creativity, just like you. Creativity, cooking in the office. Can you picture that? I think there's nobody else has done that in the office, but I do. And they're curious. What's that girl do? Oh, it's her real office. And the colleagues are real, and they have many questions on that. And the third, I think it's a silent movie, so everyone can understand my content, understand my video. So I think that's the reason. But I think the most important key is persistent and do the persistent with your heart and follow your heart all the time. Don't even although my work is a little bit dangerous, I remember the episode which I grilled the fish on my hands and I burnt my eyebrow and I went to the hospital. But I'm back to work tomorrow, next day, because I really love this job. It's already my career, I think. So I really should learn from Jenna. How long times you become a YouTuber?
I don't know.
9 years? 8 years?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
I really think that that's, across all platforms, across all sharing, that's what people respond to the most, is just passion. And it doesn't matter if you're making a hat out of hot glue, or you like knitting or crocheting, like finding someone that enjoys what they're doing almost makes me enjoy what they're doing, even if I have no interest in it whatsoever. There's someone on YouTube named Christine, Simply Nailogical. She started this niche nail polish channel where she is so passionate about nail polish that it will make anyone care about nail polish. That's what makes an influencer, like I'm buying into what you're doing, I'm really enjoying this because I can tell that you're enjoying yourself. So when you cook fish on your hand and you burn yourself, I'm still invested, because she loves it.
Will you taste 100
I did.
Yeah, wow, so amazing. Wow.
I put 100 eyelashes on each eye. Wow. And I loved it. I'm kidding, I hated it, it was terrible.
It seems a big part of amassing millions and millions of followers is authenticity. You seem to be the exact person you are, whether it's on your Instagram story or in a video, than you are on stage, backstage. Is it hard, especially for you, having been doing this for a few years, for maybe 8 years now, is it hard to consistently stay authentic and keep your ego away?
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to consistently be yourself if you are yourself, But I think I understand your question, yeah. I mean, I have a regular life, I wake up every day, we go to the grocery store, the gym, we make dinner, like, I'm alone in my house for the most part, so it's very easy to remain yourself.
With your dogs?
With my dogs, yeah. Those are the things that are important to me, so I make sure to designate my time according to.
Yeah, and I have a pig. I have a pig in my office. Yeah.
You've been hiding the secret from me?
In my office.
Can I meet your pig?
Yeah.
What's your first name?
I just call him Little Piggy. Little Piggy.
I want to meet Little Piggy.
We'll take one more audience question. Aside from the number of views, comments, and shares your videos get, do you track any data or user behavior related to your content, and does that help inform your future videos?
Sorry.
I mean, I look at my analytics, but I try not to, pay attention to it. Because, again, like I said, making what you want to make is important. So if I was looking at, my demographics and who are they and what are they going to like, and I started catering what I made to that, I feel like it's going to come across as fake from me, and it's just sort of like what's the point, man? What's the point? So I try not to pay attention. Maybe that's bad advice. Probably is.
And also I'm from China, and I read the comments on Facebook, YouTube every day, and they will give so many feedback comments to let me do the Western food like the afternoon tea and the pizza, and I ordered, and they were so, oh, we did that, yeah.
Well, comments are totally different.
You should care about the feedback.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, let's see if we can pull up that poll that we asked earlier. In the app about influencer marketing. All right, so it was about 70%, it seemed, of people saying, there we go, or 82. So 82% say yes, it can feel authentic, and another 20 say not if you're a loyal fan. Well, this was a great talk. Thank you. In real life, Miss Yeah and Jenna Marbles. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.